الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم رب زدني علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. There are many things to ponder or reflect upon in the last session. So one of the take-home messages was the criteria for the acceptance of a deed are two. There are two criteria for the acceptance of a deed or action. First one is the action or deed should be done for the sake and pleasure of Allah sincerely, and secondly it should be done according to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the way he did it or the way he told us to do it. So these two criteria, if these two criteria are fulfilled, then it is amlu salih. It is accepted. Yeah. So let us start the session today. We are in Ayah 118. So I would start myself here. Ayah number 118, Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقال الذين لا يعلمون لولا يكلمنا الله أو تأتينا آية كذلك قال الذين من قبلهم مثل قولهم تشابهت قلوبهم قد بينا الآيات لقوم يوقنون. And قال, he said, الذين, those who, لا يعلمون, they don't know, لو, if, لا, not, يكلم, he speaks or he talks, he will speak or he will talk, na, to us, Allahu, Allah, aw, or, ta'ti, she comes, na, to us, ayah, a sign, ka, like, dhalika, that, like that or similarly. Thus, qala, he said, alladhina, those who, min, from, qablihim, before them, mithla, similar or like, qawlihim, their word, mithla qawlihim, similar to their word, tashabahat, she became alike, qulubuhum, their hearts. What is she here? Qulub. Qulub is the plural of qalb and it is broken plural, and the condition for broken plural is that the third person singular feminine gender is used for verb and pronoun. Qad bayyana, we have made clear al-ayati, the verses or the signs, li, for qawm, people, yuqinun, they believe firmly. They believe in certain, they are certain in belief. So I'm combining. And those who don't know, they said, why doesn't Allah speak to us or a sign comes to us? Similarly, those before them, they said similar to their words, their hearts became alike. We have made clear the signs or verses for the people who believe firmly, or they are certain in belief. So this is وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ, these are mushrikeen, disbelievers in oneness of Allah, the pagans and idolaters. They actually are talking to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if you are true messenger, then why Allah doesn't talk to us or a sign comes directly to us? They are asking Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And قال الذين من قبلهم مثل قولهم, the people before them said the similar words they used to, and this is the task, the project carried by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a challenging task. Always these people they used to ask questions, different questions here and there, and they denied in prophethood and the book. So for example, the people of the book, they said the people before them they also said the similar words. For example, these Jews and Christians, they asked, يسألك أهل الكتاب أن تنزل عليهم كتابا من السماء, that these people of the book, they ask you that you bring down a book from the sky on them. فقد سألوا أكبر من ذلك, and they already asked Musa alayhi salam bigger than these questions. And what they said, وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة, فَأَخَذَتْكُمُ الصَّاعِقَةُ وَأَنْتُمْ تَنْظُرُونَ. So when you said, "Oh Musa, we will never believe in you until we see Allah openly." And then what happened? This lightning caught them and they were watching. So these people, they already said that we want to see Allah openly. And كذلك ما أتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إلا قالوا ساحر أو مجنون. No messenger, no messenger came before them, right? But they said, what they said? Sahirun, they said you are a magician, or majnoon, or a insane, a person mentally disturbed, that you are majnoon and you are sahir, and you are magician and you are a madman, you are insane, the person who is mentally upset. So this is what they used to tell him. And what is said next part of the ayah is Atawasaw bihi. Did they advise each other before they left? They are talking about the generation before. Did they advise each other when they left? The people coming generation, they advise them that you have to ask same questions. They used to ask similar questions. Atawasaw bihi. Did they advise each other before they left? Bal hum qawmun taghun. Rather, they are transgressing people. And similarly, these mushrikeen, they used to ask many questions to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that answer these questions you have to do. If you do this thing, they were putting different conditions there. If you do that, then we'll believe in you. For example, these mushrikeen, they asked many questions in Surah Bani Israel or Surah Isra from 90 to 93. They said, "We will never believe in you until you cause a spring to gush forth from the earth for us," right? Or you have a garden of date palms or grapes, and you cause these rivers to gush forth abundantly in the middle of this garden, then we'll be. Or you cause the sky to fall on us in pieces, as you claim, right? Or you bring these angels or Allah before us face to face so that we can talk to them. Or you have a house entirely made up of gold. Or you climb into the skies, and we'll never believe in your climbing until you send down a book on us, and we would read it ourselves. So there have been many questions against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that is what is said, tashabahat qulubuhum. So their hearts became alive. Because every coming generation used to ask the same question, and it is said in the Quran, Atawasaw bi, did they advise each other before they left? So this is their trend that they are asking. So similarly, these Jews, they are asking you to do. We can go to the next ayah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنا أرسلناك بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا ولا تسأل عن أصحاب الجحيم. Inna, indeed we, arsalna, we sent, ka, you, be with al-haqqi, truth. Bashiran, bearer of good news or glad tidings. Wa and naziran, as a warner. Wa and la not, tus'alu, you will be asked, an about, ashabil jahim, the companion of fire.
Hell.
Companion of hell. Indeed, we have sent you with the truth as a bearer of good news and a warner. And you will not be asked about the companion of hellfire.
Yeah, we will not be asked about the people of the hellfire. This is not your responsibility. We sent you with truth, right? As a giver of glad tidings. That for the people who are true believers, what is the end result? What is the success for them? Jannah, paradise. So you are giving this good news of paradise to the true believer. And at the same time, you are a warner for the people who don't believe in you and the book. So, warner of what? That they will be sent to the hellfire. وَلَا تُسْأَلُوا عَنْ أَصْحَابِ الْجَحِيمِ. And you will not be asked about the people of hellfire. What does it mean? That this is not your responsibility, right? لَيْسَ عَلَيْكَ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ. لَيْسَ عَلَيْكَ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. The only responsibility you have about the project we have assigned you to convey the message openly and clearly. That's it. Then we will see. This is not your responsibility to be a dictator. Like another ayah, it is said that فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرْ. So remind them, because you are only the one who reminds. لست عليهم بمسيطر. You are not a watchman or a dictator on them. And another ayah it is said that وما أنت عليهم بجبار. You are not a person who forced them to believe on them, right? So what you have to do, فذكر بالقرآن من يخاف بعيد. You have to remind them with this Quran. Remind with this Quran to the one who fears my threatening. So this is your task. Otherwise we will look at them, we'll see them. This is our response. Inna ilayna iyabahum. Indeed, their return is to us. Wa inna alayna thumma inna alayna hisabahum. Then putting them in accountability, this is our task, to put them in. They will be held before us, right? So we are responsible to take accountability from them, not you. So your task is only to convey the message very clearly and openly. So you don't have to worry about them. So this is what it is said here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولن ترضى عنك اليهود ولا النصارى حتى تتبع ملتهم قل إن هدى لله وهو الهدى ولا إن اتبعت أهواءهم بعد الذي جاءك من العلم ما لك من الله من ولي ولا نصير ولن and لن never tarda please
you will be pleased, or she will be pleased. Here she, al-Yahud.
And about from you al-Yahudu, Jews, and la not al-Nasara, Christians, hatta until tattabi'a you follow in millata religion hum there, until you follow their religion. Kul say inna if indeed hudallahi guidance of Allah, huwal huda it is guidance, wala wa and la for sure in if ittaba'ta you followed
this is past.
Ittaba'ta you followed ahwa'ahum their desires, ba'da after allazi the one ja'aka it came to you, he came to you min from al ilm knowledge, the knowledge and if and for sure
ma not
laka
we have to complete the ayah.
For you minallahi from Allah, min from waliyum and protector, and
waliyun protector wow uske saath hai
wali so wow is the part of that word,
and from protector wa and la not nasirin helper.
So wali is a protecting friend as well, who protects,
Nasir
guards
helper.
Nasir
And
helper.
Ji. And never
can we start with al-Yahudu, because this is outside door marfu. So the Jews
and Christians never will please with you until you follow their religion. Say indeed guidance of Allah is the guidance.
Yeah, it is the guidance.
And for sure if you follow their desire after the one came to you the knowledge, not for you of Allah.
There is no
Allah.
There is no wali, means There is no
protecting
protector
friend and helper except Allah.
For you, malaka.
For you, Allah.
Tarda, she is placed in Yahud.
Because Yahud, this tribe or nation, all these are feminine genders, right?
And Wali is Wala Yali.
Wala Yali. Wala Yali and Wilaya. And Wali is Ism Mubalagha. Wali is Fa'il, Wala Yali. We'll do it inshallah in level 2. Wala Yali, Waqayaqi, Wiqaya. Wala Yali, Wilaya. Ittaba'a. Tattabi'a and ittaba'at. Ittaba'ata is you followed, but if it is in, conditional words in, then these conditionals will change Madi Madare to Mudare. Yes. Ittaba'a. Can we do this ittaba'a?
Yeah.
Ittaba'a, ittaba'u, ittaba'ta, ittaba'tum, ittaba'tu, ittaba'u. Ittaba'a means he followed. Yattabi'u, yattabi'una, tattabi'u, tattabi'una, attabi'u, nattabi'u. اتبع لا تتبع اتبعوا لا تتبعوا متبع متبعون متبعين متبع متبعون متبعين and اتباع. This word is used in Urdu as well. اتباع to follow. اتباع to follow somebody is اتباع. Here اتباع follow Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, follow the Qur'an and Sunnah. Yeah, this is one. So again, the ayah is talking is about Rasulullah, is asking about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that you don't seek what makes them happy, right? Don't seek what makes them happy. You have to seek what makes Allah happy. So this is the basic. We have to follow Quran and Sunnah. Because sometimes we say that if we go to them, we will get respect and honor. We have to follow them. We'll make them happy because they will respect. Innal izzata lillahi jami'a. Indeed, all the respect and honor is only for Allah. So we should never seek what makes them happy. We should seek what makes Allah happy. Means we have to follow Quran and Sunnah. We should never put them aside. This is the main message here. So we can go to the next ayah here.
One thing here. Inna hudallahi huwal huda.
Yeah. Indeed, the hidayah, the guidance, it is the guidance. So don't try to make them happy. Don't seek for the thing that makes them happy. Why? The guidance, the path you go on is only the guidance of
Allah.
Yeah, so this is emphasis here. It is only, the only guidance is from Allah. So
means
emphasis.
if you will follow them, you will divert from the straight path.
Yeah, so you have
because they want that you should follow their religion.
Yeah, this is what they are actually, Allah is recommending for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that be careful, yani. They will not be happy until you change your religion, to follow them. So you cannot make them happy all the time. Unless and until you change your religion. So you have to, the guidance, indeed the guidance is only the guidance of Allah. This is the way, this is the path to go on, right? So always follow Quran and Sunnah. So we can go to the next ayah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوته. You want to stop here, or if you stop, then ha will become you have to stop sakin. تلاوته أولئك يؤمنون به. You want to stop, then again به. Okay. ومن يكفر به فأولئك هم الخاسرون. So my translation says, those to whom we have given the book recited as it rightfully should be recited. These are the ones who believe in it. Whoever does not believe in it shall certainly be the losers.
That's good. Shall we do word by word? So
should I do?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Allazina, those who atainahum, we gave them al-kitaba, book, yatluna, the book yatluna, they recite who it haqqa, rightly, tilawatihi, its recitation, ulaika, those, yu'minuna, they believe, bihi, in it, wa, and man, whoever, yakfur, he disbelieve, bihi, in it, fa, so ulaika, those, humul khasirun, they are the losers. They, Al-Khasirun, the losers. Those we have given them the book, they recite it right, they recite its recitation rightly.
Or as its recitation deserves. Haqqa, you can put another thing, kama haqqa. We say kama haqqahu. So I can read it, yatlunahu kama haqqa tilawatihi, as its recitation deserves. यानी वो कुरान की तिलावत इस तरह करते हैं जैसे उसकी कुरान की तिलावत का हक है. So kama haqqahu, right? Yeah.
And they believe in it. And those people,
those they believe in
it.
It.
And whoever disbelieves in it, those are the losers.
Okay. So again, those who we gave the book, they recite it as its recitation deserves. This is important here. Now, what is yatluna and tilawa? There are two words, same root. The first word is tala. Tala, yatlu, and tilawa. Like da'a, yad'u, and da'wa. Tila. Yatluna, they recite. And tilawa, recitation. What does tilawa actually mean? The real meaning of tilawa, tala, he followed. So, haqqa tilawatihi, as its recitation deserves, means we should, tilawa mean to follow. So means we should follow the book. We should follow. And we have to obey all the commandments given in the book, described in the book. This is the tilawat here, right? So haqqa tilawati, as its recitation deserves. So how it deserves, how we should recite the Quran. كتاب أنزلناه إليك مبارك ليدبروا آياته وليتذكر أولو الألباب. This is the way to recite the book. There are three parts. That Kitabun Mubarakun is a blessed book. We have sent down it to you. So this is Mubarak. Then ليدبروا, so that they ponder and reflect upon it, right? And then ليتذكر أولو الألباب, and the people of understanding should take lessons from it. So first step is Mubarak, is blessing. This book is full of blessing. Without, if you don't understand it, even then it is full of blessing, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Alif Lam Mim is not a single word. Alif is one, Lam is second, and Mim is second. If you read one letter or word, there is one reward, and one reward is equivalent to 10 rewards. So if you calculate what is the total reward for Alif Lam Mim, you get 30 rewards, right? So reward is all. So this is full of rewards and barakah. And at the same time, when you read Quran, there is a complete taskeen and sakina in it. What is taskeen and sakina? Sakina, the tranquility, the peace, happiness, satisfaction is already. So there is a taskeen. You are completely satisfied. So this is again blessing, right? And also when you read the Quran, it is a removal of your sorrows. And also at the same time, removal of your griefs of the future. Sorrows currently you are facing, and the griefs you are worrying about in the future. So it means that is full of blessing. So what is our problem? We are staying at this step, blessing. Shall we not go beyond this step, blessing, or we stay the whole life? We have decided to stay at blessing. No, this is not this is not how it deserves. Its recitation deserves. We have to go to further. لِيَدَّبَّرُوا آيَاتِهِ, so that they ponder or reflect upon its verses. We have to reflect upon its verses. We have tadabbur, tafakkur. أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا, don't they ponder upon the Quran, or their hearts are locked up? So this is a big thing, that don't they ponder upon Quran, they don't reflect upon Quran, or their hearts are locked up. So next step is لِيَتَذَكَّرَ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ, so that the people of understanding should take lessons from it. So let us repeat again. The first one is Mubarak. So we have to read it, tilawat. We have to do tilawah a lot, huge, to increase our blessing. Number two, لِيَدَّبَّرُوا, tadabbur. We have to do tadabbur, mean we reflect upon the ayah. We have to ponder upon the ayah. Then لِيَتَذَكَّرَ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ, and so that the people of understanding should take lessons from it. And we don't stop here. Then again, it is said that you have to implement it. You have to follow. You have to follow the Quran as a tilawa. You have to implement the Quran in the real life, and at the same time you have to convey. The last step is فَذَكِّرْ بِالْقُرْآنِ مَنْ يَخَافُ بَغِيدٍ, that remind the one who remind with the Quran to the one who fears my threatening, because it is said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ballighu anni walau ayah, convey completely from my side even if it is one ayah. So again, tilawa, second tadabbur, tafakkur, taghaqqul, and then tadhakkur, and then tadhkir. Tadhkir means to remind people with this book, and again at the same, you have to follow the book tilawa. You have to implement the Quran in the real life. This is very important. And وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. This ayah is repeated 4 times in Surah Al-Qamar, that we have made this Quran easy. So is there anyone who can memorize, who can understand, who can take lessons from it? Is there anybody who can take lessons and understand it? Right? So this ayah is repeated 4 times in Surah Al-Qamar. 4 times, right? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, at the end of the day, on the day of judgment, he will intercede for this ummah. He will say, Ummati, Ummati, my ummah, my ummah. But regarding the Quran, he will put a complaint before Allah. He will say, وَقَالَ الرَّسُولُ يَا رَبِّي إِنَّ قَوْمِ اتَّخَذُوا هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ مَحْجُورًا. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will complain before Allah that, oh my Lord, my nation, my ummah has left this Quran behind. So this is a big complaint. Otherwise, Rasulullah sallam will intercede for the ummah. He said, Ummati, Ummati. But for the Quran, he will complain before Allah that my ummah put aside this Quran. He left behind and didn't read, didn't ponder upon it, did not take lessons, did not implement in the real life, and so on.
I have just a little bit
Go
to
ahead.
add.
Go ahead. Yeah, please.
Alhamdulillah, it's a very important verse.
Yeah.
It has a general meaning, the one brother just mentioned. The specific meaning here, because we are talking about the Bani Israel. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ يَتْلُونَهُ حَقَّ تِلَاوَتِهِ أُولَٰئِكَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِهِ. They are the one who believe. Those who read properly, they are the one who believe. So as a small fraction of the Bani Israel people, Abdullah ibn Salam and like that, they read their scripture, the Torah, properly, and they became Muslims. So there is an indication in one of the specific tafseers written that this ayat, for that specific context of the Jews, that those Jews who read their kitab properly, أُولَٰئِكَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِهِ, they are the one who believed in it. Okay? And the general meaning, as he mentioned, that the Quran has a couple of rights. At the minimum, that we should read it properly, think and understand it, and follow it, right? And I think in the different segments of the society, people who are more educated, we kind of put a little bit of emphasis, whether we do it or not, about the understanding, but we really neglect the reading part. And in the lower segment of society, who people are not that much educated, they just read. They don't take the time out to understand and do thinking and like that. I think both need to be balanced. Reading of the Quran is very important. Reading of the Quran is important because we do salah, and in the salah we read Quran. If our pronunciation is not perfect, salah is defective. You need to recite Surah Fatiha. And if you open up any tajweed book, they will mention there are 2 kinds of error. One is big error, small error. The small errors regarding the sifa of the letters, that can be ignored. I mean, you are not sinner. But if you make a major mistake in tajweed, it's a sinner unless you are trying to correct yourself. You're trying, taking classes, but you're not able to pronounce it. That's a loud excuse. But you are, over years and years, you're changing the alphabets, and you're doing mud where there is no mud. That is not excuse. If any tajweed book I open is written, it's a sin. Okay? We need to make effort in all directions.
Right, Jazakumullah khairan. This ayah is also talking about the companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the same time. So, yeah, understanding is very important. Yeah, you're right, Jazakumullah khairan. But we have to understand, as I usually talk about this point here, that when we go to Salah, actually we are talking to Allah. There is a long hadith of Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that when you recite Surah Al-Fatiha, you read one ayah, the answer came from Allah, right? The answer comes from Allah. So you should know what you are talking about, what you are reading. This is not just mere reading and doing the rituals. No, you have to go into the depth. You should know what you are talking, because you go there to talk to Allah 5 times. So what you are talking about? What are your demands? What are your du'as? This is very important to understand. So we can
step by step.
Yeah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. Ya Bani Israel, O Bani Israel, Udhkuru, remember, Ni'mati, my favor, Allati, the one which, An'amtu, I gave, or I bestowed, Alaykum, upon you, Wa Anni, and indeed me, Faddaltukum, preferred you, Ala al-Alameen, over the whole
This
world.
Anni is that I. An, this is a combination of two words. Anna plus Ni. So that I.
That I preferred you over the whole world, over the Alameen worlds. O Bani Israel, remember my favor that I bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over the worlds. Over the worlds or over the whole world?
Over all the words. All the words.
All the worlds.
Jinn, ins, and everything. Different words. So we have talked about this ayah before. Ya Bani Israel, let us look at some nah point here. Ya Bani Israel, Bani Israel is the children of Israel, and Israel is Yaqub alayhi salam. Israel means, this Hebrew word, Israel means Abdullah, the slave of Allah. So it was Banuna Israel, Banuna Israel, but mudaf ilayhi in mudaf is always light. So what is light for Banun? Banu Israel. Why it is Bani? Because Ya is before Bani. So Ya will change marfu to mansub. So it is mansub here. Again, it is Banin. So Banin is, the lighter version is Bani. So Noon is dropped. Ya Bani Israel, O people of, O children of Israel, and Yaqub alayhi salam. We have done this before, this ayah actually. Yeah. We have discussed a lot. So we can go to the next ayah.
And ittaqu, fear, they la not
They.
reward.
She will reward. Tajzi, you will reward, or she will reward. This is she. What is she here? We will see, inshallah. Nafsun, soul. So nafs by word in Arabic is feminine gender, right? Linguistic reason here. So we are using tajzi, she. She is nafs. So the word nafs by word in Arabic is feminine gender.
And about nafs, soul, shay'in, things, wa and la not yuqbalu. He will accept.
No, he is accepted, or he will be accepted. Yuqbalu. La yuqbalu. He will not be accepted. Yeah.
Minha, from it, adl.
Adl is justice or compensation here. Yeah, equivalent.
Wa and la not
Tanfa'u. She benefit or she will benefit. You benefit or you will. What is she here? Again, shafa'a. At the end, ta marbuta is there. So this is feminine gender here, right? Shafa'a.
benefit
Her. Shafa'a. What is shafa'a? Intercession.
Intercession. Wa and la not whom they yunsarun.
What is yansurun? Yansurun is they help or they will help. And what is yunsarun? They will be helped. This is passivized, fi'l majhul. They will be helped. They are helped or they will be helped. So we can combine together.
Fear the day
Fear a day.
that will not compensate.
Anybody will not become a reward for any other person.
And not accept from
Shay'an mean anything or at all. What will not be accepted? Let us go to outside door. Adlun, this is marfu. We can start. وَلَا يُقْبَلُ مِنْهَا عَدْلٌ. And no adlun, compensation. No compensation. Let us come back. Will be accepted
from anyone.
From him. What is him? What is from her? What is her here? Nafs. And again the same thing. We have to start with no and no shafa'atun, intercession will benefit
her,
him. Yeah, him.
her.
And they will not be
Helped.
They will not be helped. They will not be helped. Again, these ayahs are actually talking in reference to these Jews, right? We are talking about. So, what is the problem with Jews we are talking about? We are describing again and again that they don't, despite of knowing the fact that all the qualities, characteristics, and attributes of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam already described and mentioned in Torah and Injil, but still they don't believe in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? That he is a messenger. What is the reason? Due to the jealousy, enmity they have, because they were expecting that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam should come from their generation, but he came from their cousins, Ismail alayhi salam and Ishaq, two branches. This is the problem. Again, doing shirk and making halal to haram, changing the words of the book. They are all the problems. So this ayah is a warning for them that you fear the day when nobody will become a reward for any other person, right? No compensation will be accepted. Even the whole world full of gold is given as a ransom, right? Will not be accepted. It is mentioned in the Qur'an here. وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. Nobody will bear the burden of any other person. Nobody will. Even a father will not become a reward for his son. A son will not become a reward for... No. So everybody has to take care of himself. So we have to... And no compensation will be accepted. No intercession will benefit him. They will not be helped. So it's a warning for these people here. We can go to the next... Do you have any comment here?
Just here, in these two verses, is the end of the story of Bani Israel.
Bani
We almost studied quarter Jews, 1/4 of Bani Israel's story. And they started with these two ayah. It looks to me like a conclusion and introduction.
Yeah, mashallah.
And basically the whole story that quarter Jews we studied, the takeaway message, وَاتَّقُوا يَوْمًا لَا تَجِدِ نَفْسٌ. That's basically the message Allah Ta'ala is hammering us, the beginning and the end, with all this story in between.
Well, Jazakumullah khairan for this nice comment here. This is the end of the... Although there is something related to Ibrahim alayhi salam at the same time, because they said he was a Jew or Christian, and his son, he said at the time of his death, he actually advised his offsprings that you have to be firm in this Jew and Christians like that. We'll talk about that. This is very good, because yes, وَاتَّقُوا يَوْمًا. The end of the Quran, by the way, what is the last ayah of Quran? Also ends at this beautiful ayah. وَاتَّقُوا يَوْمًا تُرْجَعُونَ إِلَى اللَّهِ ثم لا توفى ثم توفى كل نفس بما كسبت ولا هم يظلمون. You fear the day when you will be returned to Allah and everybody will be paid in full and nobody will be wronged. So this is the end of the Quran, that you have to fear the day when you are going to be returned to Allah. So it is good comment here that the story of these Jews is ending at this warning.
Revelation.
Ji?
End of Quran, in the...
Ji. This is what, this last ayah of the Quran means last revelation. Yes.
Not from Sahifa. Not in as in the Muslim.
No, not the order, not order. Yes. So we can go to the next ayah if you don't have any comment. كلمات
فآتمهن قال إني جائلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال أحد الظالمين. So and is when
Ibtala. In Urdu we use this word ibtala or azmaish. In Urdu, ibtala is actually imtihan or ikhtibar. Tried. Ibtala, he tried, or put in a trial. He tested. Ibtala and azmaish is a test or trial. Mubtala we used in Urdu as well.
Putting
someone in a trial with a disease or something like that. So trial or test. Ibtala, he tested or he tried, or he put him in exam, ikhtibar or imtihan.
Here Ibrahim is trying.
Yeah, Ibrahim alayhi salam is coming. Ibrahim.
when Ibrahim, Ibtala Ibrahim, he tried, Ibrahim tried?
No. Here it is very important. Rabbuhu, we have to look for marfu.
His Lord or
His Lord.
His Lord tried him.
Yeah,
The
Jazakallah
message.
khairan. So we have to look for nasab and rafa, marfu and mansub. Marfu is fa'il and mansub is maf'ul, the object. Who tried whom? Marfut وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودُ جَالُوتَ. Who killed who? داوود جالوت. पेश ने जबर को कत्ल किया. وَوَرِثَ سُلَيْمَانُ دَاوُودَ. Sulaiman inherited Dawood alayhi salam. So
here
marfu and mansub.
Here Ibrahim is mansub.
Mansub.
Zabar.
So his Lord tried Ibrahim. Rabbuhu, his Lord, right?
Yeah.
Kalimatin with words. Be kalimatin. Be with kalimatin words. Fa and
So.
tammanna.
Atamma yutimmu itmam. What is itmam?
Complete.
To complete. Atamma he
Completed.
उसने तमाम कर दिया. He completed.
Hunna
Them.
kalimatin is
Hunna them. Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
The words ka hai,
Hunna is kalimat, words, yeah, because it's feminine gender here.
it's broken.
Not broken.
Not broken.
It's solid plural. Kalima, kalimat.
Qala, he said, Inni, indeed I, ja'iluka.
Ja'il. Ja'il is fa'il. Ja'ala, he made. What is ja'il? The one who
One who make
makes. Ka,
Ja'ilaka, one who make
Ka.
you.
You.
Lin nasi, for the mankind.
for, yeah,
Imama, leader, imam.
leader, yes, imam, leader.
Qala, he said, wa and min from dhurriyati, offspring.
My offspring.
Dhurriyati, my offspring. Qala, he said, la not yanalu.
He reaches. لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. You will never reach to a bir or virtue.
Yanalu,
He reaches, or he will reach.
He will reach ahadi, covenant.
My covenant, my promise.
Dhalimin, to the wrongdoers.
Yes.
Very good.
So when his Ibrahim's Lord tried,
His Lord,
when his Lord tried Ibrahim,
or tested.
tested Ibrahim with words, and he fulfilled them. He said, "Indeed, I am the one who made you a leader for the mankind." And he said, "From and from my offspring," he said, "my covenant does not
Reach.
the wrongdoers."
Very good, mashallah. Very good. So, very good ayah. Starting with Ibrahim alayhi salam here again. So he tested Ibrahim alayhi salam with words, and he completed them. So let us go back and look at the trials and tests. The first one, he stood up against his father and the nation when they were worshipping idols, right? And what he said, إِنِّي وَجَّهْتُ وَجْهِيَ لِلَّذِي فَطَرَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ حَنِيفًا وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. That I turned my face towards the one who created the heavens and the sky. Straight, he singled out Allah. Hanif, he singled out Allah, means he worshipped none but Allah. وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. I am not among those who disbelieves in the oneness of Allah, mushrik, idolaters. I am not from them. So this was the first trial, and consequently what happened? He was thrown in the fire prepared by Namrud, right? The king of Babylon in Iraq. So it is mentioned in the وَقُلْنَا يَا نَارُ كُونِي بَرْدًا وَسَلَامًا. And we said, O fire, become cool and safe and secure on Ibrahim alayhi salam. So this was the first trial he did, because he stood against his father and the nation when they were worshipping. Again, he said that I believe only and only Allah. This is the first trial. And second trial, you know that he migrated, right? When Allah told him to migrate from here to Makkah, and he left his wife Hajra and Ismail, his son Ismail alayhi salam, in the Wadi Ghayr Dhidar, right? He left and then left. And when he was leaving, he was about to disappear on a height, on a mountain. He looked at them and he was facing Qibla. He started to make dua. رَبَّنَا إِنِّي أَسْكَنْتُ مِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي بِوَادٍ غَيْرِ ذِي ذَرْعٍ. So he said, "Oh my Lord, I made some of my offsprings to live here in uncultivable land here, right? So you have to take care of them." So that they established a prayer, and he made a dua that's فَجْعَلْ أَفْئِدَةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِمْ. Make the people hearts to love towards them, inclined towards them. And you see, there was nobody was there, all alone. And what happened? There's a whole story there. This is the second trial. And then you saw when he was ordered to slaughter Ismail alayhi salam, and what he did, وَنَادَيْنَاهُ يَا إِبْرَاهِيمُ قَدْ صَدَّقْتَ الرُّؤْيَا إِنَّ كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Right? إِنَّ هَذَا لَهُوَ الْبَلَاءُ الْمُبِينُ. Indeed, it is a great trial and test, and this test is mentioned here. And many other trials as well. But he passed all the exam tested, and as a result, that due to all these reasons that you are Hanif, and you passed all the tests and trials and challenges, and as a result, I am going to make you the leader of the whole ummah. That is why it is said in the Quran, Inna Ibrahima kana ummatan kanitan lillahi. Yani Ibrahim alayhi salam, he himself is a nation, a complete nation, that he is a role model for everybody, for all of us. Ibrahim alayhi salam.
At that particular time, he was a nation because he was the only believer.
Yeah, and also.
He was the only believer.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa Ibrahim alladhi waffa. And Ibrahim who fulfilled all the commands and orders given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the result of it. And later on, he desires, when he said, Allah said that I'm going to make you a leader of the people, right? Imam of the whole humanity. Then he had a strong desire that what about my offspring? This was not only a desire, this was a dua that what about my offspring? He said, yes, we will accept your desire and dua. And that is why it is mentioned in Surah Al-Ankabut that وَجَعَلْنَا فِي ذُرِّيَّتِهِ نُبُوَّةً وَالْكِتَابِ. And we ordained the prophethood and the book in his offspring. And you see, after Ibrahim alayhi salam, all the prophets came from his generation, and all the books were given to them, except one branch, which is Ismail alayhi salam, their cousins, which they don't like, right? This is the problem for them, these Jews. So, yeah. What about my zurriyati? Then it was accepted that yes, وَجَعَلْنَا, in response to his dua and a strong desire, وَجَعَلْنَا فِي ذُرِّيَّتِهِ نُبُوَّةً وَالْكِتَابِ. As a result of his dua and desire, we made the whole Nabuwa in his generation and in his offspring. All the books were revealed to them. So this is the dua of Ibrahim. There are many duas of Ibrahim alayhi salam. So one of the dua is here for. But he said, no, zalim. My promise or my covenant doesn't reach to the zalim, because in your generation there will be mushrik, zalim. And zalim, I don't accept them, because in shirk al-dhulmun adim. Indeed, the shirk is a great unjust. So he said, no, they will not get anything. So my promise doesn't reach to them. So there were people actually, zalim and mushrik, and making halal to haram. And so they were not part of the package here. So we can go to the next ayah if we don't have any comment.
Very nice.
Alhamdulillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ جعلنا البيت مثابة للناس وأمنا واتخذوا من مقام إبراهيم مصلى وعهدنا إلى إبراهيم وإسماعيل أن طهر بيتي للطائفين والعاكفين والركع السجود. And is when Ja'alna, we made al-bayt, the house, masabatan, place of return.
Musaba is any link word we already know. Saba, Yathubu, Saib, or Saub, or Sawab. So this is from Sawab. So Masaba here is Ism Makan. It's the place of reward. Place of reward, and also the other meaning is a resort, a visiting resort. People are coming, going back, back and forth. People are moving. So place of
reward,
a reward, and also a resort, returning place.
Okay.
So it is related with thawab. Thaba yathubu, thawab. Yeah.
So, Masaba, the place of resort. Linnasi, for the people. Wa and Amna is peace.
Amna, peace, very good. Peace and security and safety. And root word is Amina. Amina ya'manu and Aman. And Amna as a safety and security or peace. Or a place of safety, security and peace.
Wa and ittakhidhu.
You all take, yeah.
You all take. Min from maqami, the place is standing.
Standing place, mashallah. Again, this is isme makan. The root word is qama, yaqumu, qaim, and maqam is isme makan here, the place of standing. Maqam is place of standing.
Ibrahim, musalla, the place of prayer.
Place of prayer. Again, isme makan here, isme makan.
Wa and ahidna.
Isme dharf, by the way.
Ahidna, we charged.
We promised. We took promise or we ordered. Ahad say, ahad, agreement or covenant or here it's we ordered. We ordered.
Ila, towards. Ibrahim, wa and Ismail, when
That.
Tahira, purify.
You both purify. This is dual here, musanna. The root word is the first word. The first word is tahara, yutahhiru, mutahhir, mutahhar, and tathhir. So what is fi'l amr? Tahhir, purify. And what is tahira? You both purify. Like if'al, you do. And what is if'ala?
You both
do. So this is dual, muthanna, two people. So tahira, you both purify.
You both purify. Baitiya, Baiti, my house. Li-ta'ifin.
Li for,
Li for ta'ifin.
Tawaf. Karne wale. Those who do tawaf. So tawaf is masdar. Taif is fa'il. What is the root word? Tafa, yatufu. Taif. And plural is taifun, taifin. And what is masdar? Tawaf.
Wa and al-akifin.
Akifin is very close to i'tikaf. What is i'tikaf, by the way? I'tikaf. To stay at a place, right? So akifin, the first word is the root word akafa, yaqifu, aqif, maquf, and aqf. And the second word close to is i'takafa, ya'takifu, mu'takaf, and i'tikaf. To stay firmly at one place, to do ibadah or to live or reside somewhere, to stay, right? So wal akifina, those who stay. So there are two groups of people, taifin and akifin. Who are taifin? Those who make tawaf, and visitors, they are coming from outside, coming back and forth, right? What akifin? The people who are staying there in Mecca, the residents of Mecca are akifin here, right?
Wal rukai, who bow down.
Oh, one minute. Oh, yes, you are right. Ruk'u, those who bow down. This is broken plural of raki'. Raka'a yarka'u ruku'. Raki', the one who bow down. And what is ruk'a? This is raki'un. Raki'in is solid plural. Raki'un. But here ruk'an is a broken plural, right? Yeah.
Raki'.
Sujood and prostrate.
No, again sujood. Sujood is sajada, yasjudu, sajid, masjud, and sajda is masdar, right? What is sujood? Sujood is plural of sajid. The solid plural is sajid, sajidun, sajidin, but broken plural is sujjada, sujjadun, or sujood. So there are a couple of dual plural for sajid. Those who prostrate. Those who. So this is fa'ilin.
No, this is plural.
Broken plural. Jama mukassar.
And when we made the house and the place of
resort or returning place, or a place of reward at the same time,
for the people and for the peace,
as a peace, or we can say as a place of peace and security, as a place of so जी Kaaba, because ये अमन है, जो घुस गया वो अमन से हो गया. वमन दखलहु काना आमिना, वमन दखलहु काना आमिना. Whoever enters in it becomes in peace. He is peaceful. Nobody can touch him.
and take from the standing place of Ibrahim
as a
place of prayer,
yes,
and we
took a covenant, or we ordered
Ibrahim and Ismail to purify
that
purify my house.
both of you purify.
Both of you purify my house
For
purify
For the
my house for those who perform tawaf
Good.
and those who are staying for worship and those who go
The staying in Makkah, even staying in the people. I said Akifin is here, residents of Makkah, because they are not coming outside. So they are Akif. They stay there firmly, right? They don't go outside. They are not coming from outside. So they are Akifin.
those who go down and prostrate.
Prostrate. Very good.
Mawqif,
Ji?
Mawqif, what is it? Akif is-
No, Muaqqaf is different. Muaqqif is different. That is from the madda, the root word is waqf. That is from waqf, is derived from that, right?
No, but I think Ma'akif, the one who is doing itikaf, are you?
No, itikaf jo kar raha hai.
Yeah.
And that is we can mu'takif, we can say mu'takif or mu'aqif. Yes. That is not mu'qif, that is aqif here, right? Not mu'qif. Mu'takif, i'takafa, ya'takifu, mu'takif. That is mu'takif sitting here. And here you can also say that who do itikaf, they are sitting there firmly and remembering Allah. So yes.
What meaning of here covenant?
Promise.
Ahad.
Ahad, promise.
And also we appoint them or
No,
order.
that is different. Maybe we ordered or we took promise, and he promised with us that he will do that, right? Mathaba, we discussed it already. That this is a resort because this is a place, is a returning place. Again, this is the acceptance of dua Ibrahim alayhis salam. What he said when he left his family alone in the desert. What he said? He said, وَجَعَلْ أَفْئِدَةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِمْ. And oh Allah, make the hearts of these people to love with them, to incline towards them, right? So this is the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam, that people are going in back because they love Kaaba. Once we go, we are eager to go to for Hajj and Umrah to see Kaaba, right? Ziyarah. So we are always eager to go. This is the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam that create a love in the people so that they go and forth, and come and go back. That is why people are. So this is also a dua.
And all those rituals we do, sa'i, sacrifice, all are sunnat Ibrahim.
Yeah, is coming next. Manasik Hajj is coming next. Yeah, you are right. So, yeah. And وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ, and the place of standing of Ibrahim alayhi salam, you have to take it as a place of worship, place of prayer. So that is why what we do after tawaf, we stand there near the stone, right? This is what is Maqam Ibrahim. Actually, this is a stone that was being used by Ibrahim alayhi salam. He was used to stand on this stone and was raising the foundation of Kaaba. And Ismail alayhi salam used to bring stones and handing over to Ibrahim alayhi salam. He was standing on the stone. When he finished one part of the wall, he has to move the stone in the next step, right? So this is a stone Ibrahim alayhi salam used to construct Kaaba as a stand.
But apparently the stone is to move as the level became higher. The stone would move with him, so that he could place. Otherwise,
yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Alhamdulillah, this is another miracle there. So yeah, so he kept it forever. It became a sunnah that after tawaf we perform 2 rak'ah. So in the first rak'ah we recite Surah Al-Kafirun. In the second rak'ah we recite Surah Al-Ikhlas. So this is the recommendation of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we have to pay 2 rak'ah there. So that is why it is said that وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مُصَلَّى, that you have to take Maqam Ibrahim, the place of standing of Ibrahim alayhi salam, as a musalla, as a place of prayer to perform 2 rak'ah there after tawaf. Yeah, we can go to the next ayah. And they actually purify my house for these people, for the visitor and for the resident of Makkah, and for the people who bow down and who make sujood, those people, right? To purify from every type of sin, sexual activity, and also they had to purify Kaaba from the idols, right? So they removed from them, and nobody was allowed to perform Umrah with a naked body. So this
That's
is not
ordered to Ibrahim alayhi salam, but
Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam.
But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam does it.
Yeah, later.
This time, though, when he was building, I don't know if there were any idols at that particular time in the Kaaba.
Yeah.
Because he was building it himself, right?
But so purify generally it means to purify it from every kind of sin. Let's say, let us take it like that. But later on, yes, Jazakumullah khairan. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam removed all those idols from the Kaaba. We can move to the next ayah.
وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ رَبِّ اجْعَلْ هَٰذَا بَلَدً آمِنًا وَارْزُقْ أَهْلَهُ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ مَنْ آمَنَ مِنْهُمْ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ قَالَ وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَمَتِّعْهُ قَلِيلًا ثُمَّ اضْطَرُّوهُ إِلَىٰ عَذَابِ النَّارِ وَبِئْسَ الْمَصِيرُ. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ, when Ibrahim said, Ibrahim Rabbi Jal, when Ibrahim said to Allah,
O my Lord,
make this
city
this city delightful,
peaceful city. Make this a peaceful city. This is Sifa Masu.
وَأَرْزُقْ أَهْلُهُ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ, and give them the food from those
fruits, right?
Yeah. مَنْ آمَنَ مِنْهُمْ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ, or
the one who believes from them.
مَنْ آمَنَ مِنْهُمْ بِاللَّهِ, and those who believe in Allah, وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ, and they believe in Akhir,
last day.
The
last day.
The last, Kala Vaman Kafara, and said those who
disbelieve.
Fumattehu Kalilan Sumastaruhu ila Azabin Nar Wabaisal Masir, or those who were against, or those who did not believe.
Now I will benefit them a little. I will give them enjoyment a little. Then I will istarar astara al-thara is idtarara yadtariru, and istirar is a compulsion, or you force somebody, right? In Urdu we say istirari kafiyat. Istirari kafiyat is a situation when somebody force you or compel you. Adtaru, I will force, I will compel. Who? Him. Towards the punishment of hellfire. And what a bad is the returning place. And what a bad is the returning place. This bi'sa is af'al, fi'l ta'ajjub. Fi'l ta'ajjub. What a bad, how a bad is the returning place. So this is again the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. When we make a dua, even when he was leaving his offsprings, his wife and son in the desert, he made a dua. Oh Allah, make this city a peaceful city, and provide them with the fruits, so that they لعلكم تشكرون, لعلهم يشكرون, so that they are grateful. So this is the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. You see that first of all this city is peaceful, is a safe, secure place, right? And at the same time, despite of the severe weather, harsh weather, you can see any type, all kinds of fruits, fresh fruits coming from around the world there, you can see there. So abundant, everything is available abundantly, food, grain, fruits, and even dairy. Saudi Arabia has the second largest dairy farm in the world after Holland. So all these actually fruits and provisions and peace, this is due to dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. It was accepted. So Allah made it a peaceful city, and again He provided every type of fruit, rizq, and everything is available in abundant. So as a response of Ibrahim alayhi salam. So he said, this is dua, and he said, yes, I will accept. what Ibrahim alayhi salam said here, man amana minhum billahi, so give provision of fruits to those who believe in Allah and the last day. But Allah added there, Allah said, qala here, qala wa man kafara, who said? Allah said actually, that who disbelieve, even then He will provide them the rizq, because Allah is not stopping rizq for anybody based on whether he is a kafir or Muslim, believer or non-believer. No, rizq is for, but for kuffar, this is a temporary enjoyment for them. At the end, they have their final destination is the hellfire. It is mentioned here, because for them, you see them prosperous, they have everything. You should not complain, because this is a temporary life. At the end, what is the result? Their end is ثم أضطره إلى عذاب النار. So this is the final destination. وَبِئْسَ الْمَصِيرُ, and what a bad destination it is. So Allah said, no, I will give food and provision to everybody, irrespective of whether he is kafir or not a kafir, He will give it. But this is for them. For them, this is a temporary arrangement, it's a temporary enjoyment, a benefit for them. But I will give it to everybody.
Interesting point here is that Ibrahim alayhi salam, just few verses before, وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي, and he asked for leadership to his progeny. But Allah said, قَالَ لَا يَنَالُ أَحْدِ الظَّالِمِينَ.
Right.
I will not give to leadership to the zalim. But here he asked fruit for people who only believe, but Allah said no. Fruit is for,
For
everybody.
Jazakallah
Okay?
khairan. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Beautiful. So zalim, it means that we cannot elect or choose a ruler who is zalim. So this is another condition here. Zalim, a zalim, wrongdoer, cannot be a leader of Muslims. So we have to be careful. This is one of the criteria to be a leader of Muslims. Yeah, Tariq bhai. We have time?
Ibrahim alayhi salam last.
Oh, okay.
So instead of ahlahu, it could be ahli.
No,
Because Ibrahim is
no.
asking
Ahlahu. This who is actually referring to the city.
Oh,
Ahlahu, it's people.
not
No, it's
No, it's
people.
family.
It's people mean it's resident. So resident of Makkah, yani.
It's people.
It's people. So this pronoun is referring to back to the peaceful city. Baladana amina.
Whoever is living there.
Yeah, so for those, it's people, it's resident. So we are finishing with the dua. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.